We'll start with the two methods of recruitment, sources of recruitment rather. We have our internal sources of recruitment and external sources of recruitment. As far as the internal sources of recruitment are concerned, there are only two sources, that is either by the means of transfers or by promotions. Transfers meaning to transfer an employee from one job position to another job position, but it does not include any kind of change in your salary, right, or any other perks. आपकी सिर्फ ट्रांसफर हो गई है एक जॉब पोजीशन से दूसरी जॉब पोजीशन पे, पर आपको कोई एडिशनल सैलरी या सैलरी में कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता है उससे, राइट. देन सेकंड इज योर promotions, that is from one level you've been promoted to another level. That means if you've been performing really well, so that is a kind of an incentive that you've been given, that's a kind of a reward that you've been given, that you have been promoted to a higher job position, meaning आपकी salary भी बढ़ेगी and the kind of perks that you were receiving वो भी अब बढ़ जाएंगे, right. Now what are the merits if we recruit people इंटरनली? अगर ट्रांसफर्स बेसिकली कब होती है? व्हेन यू आर ओवरस्टाफ्ड, ठीक है. एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में इफ एक पर्टिकुलर डिपार्टमेंट में लेट्स से दैट इज ओवरस्टाफ्ड एंड द अदर डिपार्टमेंट इज अंडरस्टाफ्ड, सो वी कैन ऑलवेज ट्रांसफर पीपल फ्रॉम द डिपार्टमेंट विच इज ओवरस्टाफ्ड टू द डिपार्टमेंट विच इज अंडरस्टाफ्ड, राइट. नाउ एडवांटेजेस आर that it is a very very economical source. Internal source of recruitment is a very economical source. क्यों? क्योंकि आपको एडवर्टाइज नहीं करना पड़ता, ठीक है. आपका पूरा सिलेक्शन प्रोसेस का जो कंडक्ट करने का कॉस्ट है वो बच जाता है. सो इट टर्न्स आउट टू बी अ वेरी वेरी इकोनॉमिकल source. You don't have to call any kind of experts because obviously जब आपके selection test होते हैं, it is not the employer who conducts these selection tests. You have to call for the qualified experts. अब जो internally employees को आप promote करोगे या transfer करोगे, उनके लिए तो आप already ये test conduct कर चुके हो, so you don't have to conduct it again. So you save on to that cost, right? Secondly, it motivates the employees. अगर employee को पता है, ठीक है, कि प्रमोशंस जो हैं, अगर किसी हायर जॉब पोजीशन के लिए वैकेंसी निकलेगी तो इंटरनली कोई ना कोई रिक्रूट होगा, सो दे विल ऑलवेज बी मोटिवेटेड टू बेटर देयर परफॉर्मेंस, दे विल ऑलवेज बी मोटिवेटेड टू इंप्रूव देयर परफॉर्मेंस सो दैट दे आर प्रमोटेड टू हायर जॉब पोजीशन. सो इट कीप्स द मोरल ऑफ द एम्प्लॉय रियली हाई, ठीक है, प्रोवाइडेड द प्रमोशंस आर परफॉर्मेंस बेस्ड, राइट. आई विल गेट बैक टू दिस पॉइंट लेटर ऑन. Then comes adjustment of the surplus staff. I just explained this, that if in one department of an organization it is overstaffed, that means the number of employees required is less than the presently number of employees who are working with the organization. They can always be adjusted to another office of the same organization, right? So it helps in adjustment of surplus staff rather than laying them off, ठीक है, या बजाय इसके कि उनकी नौकरी ही छुड़वा दी जाए, हम उनको कहीं और ट्रांसफर कर देते हैं. वी अब्सॉर्ब देम समवेयर एल्स, राइट. देन देयर इज नो नीड फॉर इंडक्शन ट्रेनिंग. इंडक्शन ट्रेनिंग में क्या होता है? दैट इज द काइंड ऑफ ट्रेनिंग यू ऑर्गेनाइज फॉर द new employees so that they can be acquainted with the rest of the employees who are working in the organization and also with the surroundings, meaning पूरे ऑफिस का एक उनको राउंड लगवाया जाता है कि कैफेटेरिया कहाँ पे है, राइट, इफ एमडीज ऑफिस कहाँ पे है, conference room kahan pe, so as to introduce them to the organization and the present workforce. So we don't need to spend any kind of money on the induction training. Then transfer prepares the employees for higher job position. It's a method of training. It's transfer is a kind of a training, right, for the employees to prepare them for the higher job positions. Now these are few merits that we've listed for the internal sources of recruitment. Now it has certain demerits also. यहाँ पे हमने बात की थी that it motivates the employees, and I said that it motivates the employees only if the promotion is performance based, right? But आप काफी सारे सरकारी दफ्तरों में देखोगे that promotion is time based, सीनियोरिटी बेस्ड प्रमोशंस, ठीक है. जितने आप सीनियर होते चले जाएंगे, आपके एक पर्टिकुलर टाइम ऑफ सर्विस के बाद यू विल बी प्रमोटेड टू द नेक्स्ट लेवल. अगर इफ दिस इज द केस, देन द एम्प्लॉयज दे बिकम वेरी वेरी लिथार्जिक. उनको पता तो है ही दैट आफ्टर एन एक्सपीरियंस ऑफ 10 years आई विल ऑटोमेटिकली बी प्रमोटेड टू द नेक्स्ट जॉब पोजिशन वेदर आई वर्क और आई डोंट वर्क, right? So it gives them a very kind of a laid back attitude. It leads to a very laid back attitude of the employee, right? He no longer would want to take initiative to better his performance, because he knows that after a stipulated period of time he will definitely be promoted to the next level of next higher job position, right? So I've covered this point that employees may become lethargic. लिमिटेड स्कोप फॉर इंडक्शन ऑफ फ्रेश टैलेंट, आपको जो प्रेजेंट पूल ऑफ टैलेंट आपके पास अभी काम कर रहा है, आपको उसी में से चूज करना पड़ेगा, right? There is a limited choice that you have. There is a limited choice you have, and as a result, because उसी limited pool में से आपको select करना पड़ेगा जो new fresh talent है, ठीक है? There is no chance for introducing fresh talent in your organization if you are using only internal source of recruitment. If you are using only internal sources of recruitment, there is no way that you can introduce fresh talent in your organization, because younger people have more vibrant ideas, right? They come up with better ideas. So there is no chance of that in an organization which uses internal sources. Last but not the least, a new enterprise cannot use this source, right? अगर आप अभी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन शुरू कर रहे हो तो आपके पास प्रेजेंट एम्प्लॉयज तो है ही नहीं, वो तो जीरो है, तो आप इंटरनल सोर्स ऑफ रिक्रूटमेंट नहीं यूज कर सकते. दिस इज अ डिसएडवांटेज. ओके, नाउ कमिंग टू द एक्सटर्नल सोर्सेज, राइट? एक्सटर्नल सोर्सेज ऑफ रिक्रूटमेंट. सबसे पहले हम बात करते हैं कैंपस रिक्रूटमेंट्स की. आई एम श्योर यू गाइज मस्ट हैव हर्ड, राइट, कि जब आप कॉलेज सिलेक्ट करने जाते हैं, कोई भी प्रोफेशनल कॉलेज, आप पहला पॉइंट देखते हैं कि इनकी कैंपस प्लेसमेंट्स कैसी हैं, कौन कौन सी कंपनीज में प्लेसमेंट होती है यहाँ पे पढ़ने वाले बच्चों की, राइट? दिस इज वन ऑफ द इंपॉर्टेंट क्राइटेरियाज दैट यू टेक इन टू अकाउंट व्हाइल सिलेक्टिंग अ college. Now what are campus placements? What we do is, even now the schools have started to do it, that like to all these B.Ed colleges, ठीक है, ईयर एंड होता है ना, इन द मंथ ऑफ जनवरी फरवरी, व्हाट दे डू इज दे गो, every college organizes a kind of an event wherein they call different schools कि जिन जिन के पास भी वैकेंसीज हैं for teachers, उनको अपने कॉलेज में बुलाया जाता है, right? All the students of that particular college, ठीक है, they fill in the forms, right? And they sit for an interview over there only, ठीक है. हर एक स्कूल को एक एक रूम दे दिया गया, उसके बाहर लिख दिया that this school requires a TGT home science, this school requires a PGT maths, राइट? तो आपको जिस भी पर्टिकुलर पोस्ट के लिए आप फिट इन करते हो, यू गो एंड अप्लाई, राइट? एंड यू आर मेड टू सिट ओवर देयर एंड राइट अ टेस्ट. You write a test, and then if you will be shortlisted, you will be called for an interview. What is this? This is in the campus. We are recruiting people in the campus. We are motivating the students to apply for the job positions in our organization. These are called as campus recruitments, right? This is quite a in method nowadays. You recruit to recruit fresh talent, ठीक है, straight out of the college, and you recruit those people. Second is management consultants. You have job consultants, right? Wherein job consultants में क्या है, that I as a job consultant I'll have my own database, कि मेरे पास computer software programmers का एक database है, around 100 resumes पड़े हैं, ठीक है, टीचर्स के 100 resumes पड़े हैं, मैकेनिकल इंजीनियर्स के 100 resumes पड़े हैं, आर्किटेक्ट्स के अलग resumes पड़े हैं, राइट? अब जब भी किसी कंपनी की, what I do as a job consultant is that I approach different organizations, राइट, कि आपकी क्या रिक्वायरमेंट है. तो अकॉर्डिंगली जब भी वहां पे ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में कोई भी जॉब पोजीशन निकलती है, राइट, ईदर द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन अप्रोचेस द जॉब कंसल्टेंट्स, अगर उसके पास डायरेक्टली कोई रेज्यूमेज नहीं आ रहे, दे अप्रोच जॉब कंसल्टेंट्स कि आपके पास कोई सूटेबल कैंडिडेट्स है. तो आई एम गोइंग टू चेक माई डेटाबेस. लेट अस से अगर उनको कोई सॉफ्टवेयर प्रोग्रामर चाहिए, कंप्यूटर प्रोग्रामर चाहिए, राइट, तो आई एम गोइंग टू चेक माई डेटाबेस कि मेरे पास कितने सूटेबल कैंडिडेट्स हैं फॉर द जॉब ऑफ कंप्यूटर प्रोग्रामर, राइट? मैं उन्हीं सबके रेज्यूमेस आई एम गोइंग टू फॉरवर्ड इट टू द कंपनी, राइट? एंड ऑल्सो आई एम गोइंग टू टॉक टू दोज पीपल, ठीक है. अब कोई सोचेगा कि इसमें मेरा क्या फायदा है. नाउ आई हैव अ डील विद द जॉब एप्लीकेंट एंड विद द कंपनी एज वेल, ठीक है. कंपनी के साथ क्या डील है, दैट द कंपनी इज गोइंग टू गिव मी the job 1 month salary of the job applicant. 1 month salary मुझे उसकी मिलेगी, या 1 month या 2 month या 3 month, as an मतलब जो भी तुम्हारी कंडीशंस होंगी उसके हिसाब से, ठीक है. और एप्लीकेंट के साथ ये हो सकता है कि जब भी आपका कोई इंटरव्यू होगा, ठीक है, उस समय पे इफ आई फिक्स अप एन इंटरव्यू फॉर यू एंड इफ इट वर्क्स आउट, If it works out, you are going to pay me X amount of money. पर उसके साथ ये भी डील होगी कंपनी के साथ कि अगर within 6 months ये कैंडिडेट आपके पास जॉब छोड़ के चला जाता है, then I am going to provide you a candidate free of cost. Then I will not charge anything from you. Clear? This is what a job consultant does, right? Thereafter, coming to advertisements. You give advertisement in the newspaper, right? Again, I told you that there is a full page, 1.5 page situations vacant. Tuesdays में आया करता था that situations vacant under different heads. You have academic, you have marketing and sales, you have legal profession, right? So you give advertisement in the newspaper, and based on which people apply, right? Now there is an advantage also of recruiting through advertisement, that it covers a wide geographical area. Your reach is quite wide. But there is a disadvantage also कि भर I mean if it's a walk-in interview, इतने लोग आने शुरू हो जाते हैं that it is difficult to manage, and you are not able to select the candidate, you are not able to interview the candidate in the right spirit, right? Because इतने सारे लोग हैं and you have to wind it up in a single day. If you have to wind it up in a single day, it gets difficult to manage. Then coming to direct recruitments. Now direct recruitments क्या होती हैं? Many a times this is generally applicable in case of these factory workers. ठीक है, फैक्ट्री प्रेमिसेस के बाहर ही वो लगा देते हैं, ठीक है, कि 8 वर्कर्स की जरूरत है, राइट? या यहाँ पे यू नीड अ ड्राइवर, राइट? समटाइम्स यू नीड मेड्स, राइट? समटाइम्स यू नीड समवन टू डू द झाड़ू पोछा और समथिंग. सो इफ यू आर, इट्स अ काइंड ऑफ अ pamphlet that you have stuck right outside the organization. This is called as your direct recruitment, that there is no middleman involved. I am directly dealing with the prospective job applicants and I am informing them that required a tutor or required teachers for teaching, and the required teachers कई बार schools भी अपने वहाँ पे बाहर लिख के लगा सकते. That will be a case of direct recruitment, but generally this is applicable to your factory workers. Then coming to labor contractors. Now labor contractors क्या होता है कि generally they have their own set of workforce with them. They have their own set of workforce for them. They have their own set of workforce in the sense that you, if you are constructing a building, right? You give a contract to someone. You often give a contract to someone. आपने deal करना है सिर्फ एक बंदे के साथ, right? Now he is going to get his own workforce. He is going to get his own workforce. Generally जितने भी आपके guards and all हैं, right? These secure people who provide security services, right? They are generally hired by, right? There is an agency, fine, security agency. They have their own guards. वो उनके employees है, जो guards हैं वो employees होंगे security agency के. But मुझे अगर guards चाहिए तो I am going to contact the security agency and he is going to provide me whatever 6 or 7 number of guards that I require. But इसका एक disadvantage सबसे बड़ा ये है कि if you have a tiff with the labor contractor, if there is some kind of misunderstanding that happens with the labor contractor goes, his guards will also leave, right? Then comes your casual callers. Many a times, even when there is no job position, even when you have no job position in an organization, people come and drop in their resumes, right? So that forms a part of your database. And you can later on use those resumes whenever there is a job position suited, you know, to the qualification of the resume. You can always call in those people. They are called as casual callers. Then recommendation of employees. Sometimes the employees themselves only suggest, right? कि अगर let us say if I am a teacher and there is a requirement for PGT mathematics, right? And if I have a friend who's teaching in some other school, I can recommend her name. And she can always appear for an interview or test as the case may be. That is called as your recommendation of employees. Last but not the least, web publishing. सबसे ज़्यादा आजकल पॉपुलर जो है वेब पब्लिशिंग. You have special websites who are only going to provide you information about the job seekers and the kind of job positions which are available in different organizations. For example, your Naukri.com or jobseekers.com, right? So we've talked about these 9 sources of external sources of recruitment. Now, like the internal sources, they also have certain merits and demerits. Coming to the merits, it gives me a wider choice. Like I told you, in internal sources of recruitment, we had a limited choice. Limited pool of talent from which we could choose. Here, we have a wider choice to choose from, right? There are large number of job applicants, जिनमें से कि I have to make a choice. Then definitely there is a huge scope for induction of fresh talent. उसमें क्या हो रहा था कि मेरे पास जो available talent है मुझे उसी में से choose करना है. Now when I have a wider choice, there is a better scope for introduction of fresh and new talent in my organization. Then there is a competitive spirit. वहां पे क्या था, हम कह रहे थे employees they become lethargic, that if they are going to be promoted, if they know that after a particular time period they are going to be promoted, so they become very lethargic and laid back. Here this is not the case. They will really have to compete for a job position. For one job position you are going to have at least about 20 to 25 resumes, right? And they'll all have to compete with one another because only one person is going to get the job. Qualified workforce, right? For whatever job position that we have advertised, we have certain minimum qualifications that a person must possess, and a person with the best academic qualification and the best experience, right, or knowledge or fine of the job for which he has applied will be selective. So as a result we are going to have a qualified workforce. Demerits क्या हो जाएंगे? It leads to a dissatisfaction amongst the present employees, right? अगर मेरे स्कूल में वाइस प्रिंसिपल की पोस्ट vacant है, right? So people who have about 15 to 20 years of teaching experience in the same school, and we select a person for vice principal from somewhere outside, this is going to lead to dissatisfaction amongst the present workforce, that why were we not considered when we've been given sufficient exposure, right, to the administrative work, then why were we not considered? Then it is a costly process. Definitely you have to advertise, you have to arrange for training and development of the employees, you have to spend on the entire selection process, so it turns out to be quite a costly affair. As we know, we've talked about 8 steps that are to be performed in the process of staffing, right? So if we are recruiting, you know, from an external source, it is going to be a lengthy process, because you'll have to again induct the employee, you'll have to spend time, right, on inducting the employee into an organization. He will also take a lot of time to settle in the organization, so it turns out to be quite a lengthy process.